Okay, so my next P is philanthropy. I'm going to try getting through this next part without crying. So recently as in last week, I lost a dear friend who really showed me what it meant to be strong. And her name was Amanda Elaine Baker, and she was my fellow Gryffindor. She truly embodied the values of what it means to be a Gryffindor. She was courageous. She showed a phenomenal amount of bravery and determination, and she really, from the moment I met her, she really welcomed me. And by welcome me, I mean, like, it was as though we had been, like, she welcomed me as the way you welcome, like, a best friend, you know, with open arms and just so much love. And she was a phenomenal person, and, you know, there's many people who are gonna miss her. She impacted the lives of so many people. And tonight I am asking you all who are watching the video to please donate towards the Amanda Baker Scholarship through the Find You Foundation. And Amanda Baker was a member of Find You sorority, and the scholarship that if you donate, the scholarship will be given to a Find You member studying a STEM degree, whether that's in science, technology, engineering, or math. Please donate if you can, especially considering many of you are getting your tax refund, let's be honest. But honestly though, from the bottom of my heart, it would mean a lot if you all can please donate. I'm going to post a link on my Facebook, and if you're watching from YouTube, I will post a link in the description. Please consider donating. Oh, and if you're watching on Instagram TV, I will post it in my profile of Instagram. And life throws a lot of curveballs at you, and you know, it's very easy to get depressed and down on yourself. Trust me, I've already gone through that. I mean, I'm trying to remain a positive person despite everything that's been going on in my life. If you know, you know. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. You know, we can chat about it over coffee, because I can't really get into the details of it because it doesn't just involve me. But I think it's always important to remember what you're grateful for. And while I was working a philanthropy gala that was raising funds to benefit cancer research, there was a great, fabulous keynote speaker. Oh my goodness, I should have written his name down, but I'll post it later. He said to end every day by writing down things you're grateful for. And so I did the same, and just 5 things that I'm grateful for. It's just what came to my head first. Number 5, I'm privileged enough to have a roof over my head. The weather here in Indianapolis has been incredibly cold. We have had days where it was like literally wind chills were like -15, and the entire time I just kept thinking about all the homeless people that are in Indianapolis or that are in Chicago or out in the U.S. and how they don't have a place to sleep. And I mean, we all see them. I mean, you can't ignore it. Like, there's a lady outside Starbucks on Monument Circle. There's people by Banker's Life. Like, you know, and it just, you know, it worries me because it's like, okay, like, I hope the shelters have enough room, or I hope there's, you know, there's somebody helping. I did see an article here in Indy that, like, IMPD officers were going out and, you know, telling them about where they can go to get warm. But, you know, it does concern me, and I'm very grateful that no matter what's going on in my life, I have a roof over my head. I have a bed I sleep in at the end of the day. Number 4 is my health. Number 3 are my brother and sisters, whom I fight with a lot, but I love them so much, no matter how fucking annoying they are sometimes. Number 2 are my friendships, and my friends and my fraternity brothers have really been just a blessing in my life because I have some days that are cloudy and rainy, and they're the ones who are there for me through tough times. And whether it's talking on the phone late at night or grabbing coffee, Julia, but I'm very grateful, and I appreciate the fact that you take the time to listen and to hang out with me, and to offer words of wisdom to me. And number one is I'm grateful for the recent trips I took to Florida for the Griego wedding. Hey Jonah, hey Allie, hope married life is awesome, and I hope you guys are having a lot of fun with it. And I miss y'all, and I'm also grateful for some of the new people I met in my life, like Yip and Daisy and Kelly and Brandon, Shannon, and Mrs. Jeanette West. Mwah. But I'm really grateful. You guys brought a lot of happiness into my life, and you actually I don't know, I haven't had that much fun in such a long time, and I'm very glad and happy that I got to go to Florida, to Pensacola, that I got to go to Atlanta, and that you all welcome me into your homes, and I'm very grateful for that, and I hope to see you all again in the future. Now, before I go, I want to say thank you to some people who have been there recently when I wasn't feeling my best, and they've just been there to help me move forward. And just some of the people I want to give a shout out to are Alexa Zambori, Katie Lichtenberger, John Broadway, Abby Ivaldi, Anthea Nuska, Samantha Grange Cruz, Kendall, Genevieve Nieves, Madison McGill, Cindy Harkness, Gabrielle Young, Mackenzie, my roommates, Luke Stark, Dr. K, Ron Frank, and Vickers. If I missed you, it wasn't intentional. But I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, whether you connected with me through Snapchat, on the phone, I'm just very grateful, very grateful, very grateful, and I thank you all so much. And I want to end with a quote. It's one of my favorite quotes, and it's one that I try to live by each day. It's by James Dean, and it goes, "Dream as if you'll live forever, live as if you'll die today." And I think it's very important because, oftentimes we take a lot of things for granted, and I hope you all, I challenge you that within the next 24 hours you go hug a loved one and tell them you love them, and actually do it in person. All right, whether it's a friend or a family member. And if you watched this far, thank you. Go out, live life instead of just talking about it. Mwah!